IBCM Ethical Operating System, Politics 2.0, HI Revolution. Operation Courage, Corporate Universities, Revitalizing Advanced Global Economy. Industry 5.0 meets Politics 2.0. From Matsushita's elite leadership to India's mass ethical literacy. Proposal case study, Seoul University, Ethical Leadership for Gujarat's Future. The reset, Industry 5.0 as sustainability of value systems. Prosperity dashboard, Politics 2.0 societal value redistribution. The IBCM methodology. Smart report plus SALDP procedures. Mass ethical literacy. 1 year course plus school to university integration. Global reach. Creating leaders of sustainable value across industry, politics, and spirituality. Grit $10 trillion in 5 to 10 years of opulence. Corporate mom, corporate management orbiter mission.
Copyright Corporate Mom, Corporate Management Orbiter Mission.
Substance over assimilation. In an era where assimilation masquerades as governance and automation is mistaken for wisdom, IBCM offers a different path. This is not a manifesto of resistance. It is a manifesto of radiance, where governance is not simulated, but substantiated. IBCM Ethical Wires, Politics 2.0, HI Revolution. Operation Courage, Corporate and Universities, Revitalizing Advanced Global Economy. Industry 5.0 meets Politics 2.0. Operation Courage, a civilizational reset. From Ashoka's remorse to Socrates' questioning, history reminds us that eras are defined not by conquest but by values. Today, Gen Z stands at the inflection point, inheriting the responsibility to transform the Boys Only Club into an inclusive coalition of ethical prosperity. Operation Courage entangles corporate citizenship, university thought leadership, and political stewardship into a single civilizational pipeline. Corporates embed sustainability into profit pipelines. Universities democratize ethical literacy for mass leadership incubation. Political class anchors accountability, translating prosperity into policy. This is not a slogan, but a standard activation protocol, or OTI, written on the intangible, valuing effort per person. SVR, societal value redistribution, transmitting equity to MSMEs, women, and marginalized communities. Prosperity pipeline activation, sustaining corporate growth with ethical guardrails. Through Seoul University, Ethical Leadership for Gujarat's Future, Operation Courage bridges Matsushita's elite leadership incubation with India's mass ethical literacy movement. Operation Courage is a civilizational cusp. It is where Industry 5.0 meets Politics 2.0, where ethical prosperity becomes measurable, and where the trichotomy entanglement revitalizes the global economy, not just for growth, but for happiness, equity, and sustainability. Operation Courage is more than an idea. It is a civilizational protocol. By entangling corporates, universities, and then political class, we can align growth with happiness, equity, and sustainability. I invite you to engage with the vision, explore the case study at Seoul University, share the message, and join the movement toward ethical prosperity. Together, we can make Industry 5.0 and Policies 2.0 the foundation of a new era. Another page of representing our main aim is to bring in ethical voice for politics 2.0 for our political class. Why this matters? Industry 5.0 demands more than innovation. It demands ethical sustainability. Seoul University, originally modeled on Massachusetts' elite leadership incubation, 260 graduates in 46 years, must now evolve into a mass ethical literacy engine. The reset. Industry 5.0 anchored in prosperity dashboard, sustainability of value system. Politics 2.0, not an upgrade of politics 1.0, but a reset, ethical OS for governance. SVR, societal value redistribution, replaces word-centric politics with value-centric leadership. The IBCM methodology, SMART report plus SALDB procedures, contextualized to Indian civilizational ethos. 1-year foundation course, scalable, practical, and collection ready. Mission 182, scale to MLAs, parliamentarians, and global leadership cohorts. School to university integration, ethical literacy from childhood. Great $10 trillion in 5 to 10 years of opulence. The opulence IBCM SALDB triad is not just ethical, it is economically catalytic. Through grit, governance, resilience, integrity, transformation, we project $10 trillion in value creation over the next decade. This is grounded in ethical productivity, coalition, traction, and measurable prosperity. Grid becomes the economic proof of ethical reset. Global reach. Seoul University is not limited to Gujarat or India. It extends globally, creating leaders of sustainable value across industry, politics, and spirituality. Autonomy and transmission. IBCM Ethical OS, Politics 2.0, HI Revolution stands independently from any bureaucratic inertia. Public transmission via LinkedIn case study ensures transparency and coalition traction. Call to action. I declare open IBCM Ethical OAS Politics 2.0 HI Revolution. Let's move from elite leadership incubation to democratized ethical prosperity, anchored in grit, measured by IBCM, and scaled through opulence. IBCM proposal case study, Seoul University Ethical Leadership follows. Seoul University Ethical Leadership for Gujarat's future. Executive summary, prosperity dashboard, ethical leadership for Gujarat's future. Purpose. The prosperity dashboard is a coalition tool designed to include ethical, accountable, and techno-savvy leaders for Gujarat's transformation. It integrates 3 frameworks, SMART, Panjabhuta, and Droti, ensuring measurable leadership development aligned with India's civilizational values and Industry 5.0. Framework. SMART governance yardsticks. Strict, that is SMART, what it means. S for strict but sensitive. Ethical grounding. M for modern and mobile and digital adoption. Alert and accountable. Transparency and audits. R, reliable and responsive. Service delivery and crisis response. T, techno-savvy and train. AI plus HI harmonization. Number 2, Panchabhuta rating system, 6 stages of transformation. Stage 1, quiescence, pure thought, no element, rated 0. Stage 2, conceptualization, Akashan space, 1 element, sound, rated 1. Number 3, stage 3 is communication, 2 elements, sound plus touch, rated 2. Stage 4, formation, fire, 3 elements, sound, touch and form, rated 3. Stage 5, formulation, water, 4 elements, sound plus touch plus form plus taste, rated 4. Stage 6, substance of quality, earth, 5 elements, sound, touch, form, taste and smell, rated 5. 3. Rati, return on the intangible, Rati metrics, trust, integrity in governance, credibility, accountability and transparency, societal impact, redistribution of value, SVR. Cohort insights, sample data, strengths, ethical grounding, accountability, responsiveness, gaps, integration and harmony stages, and even tech adoption. Mission 182 candidates, Kavya Patil, Sneha Desai, High Smart plus Harmony plus Rati is a sample data. Mentoring required, Adit Sharma, Rohan Mehta, Arjunaya. Strategic value, transparency, measurable leadership incubation, civilizational anchoring, Panchabhuta plus Advaita principles, coalition activation, policy ready, aligned with UNCAC and ethical bias. Outcome, Gujarat's ethical prosperity revolution, India as Industry 5.0 hub. Call to action, Soul managers, adopt prosperity dashboard as official evaluation tool. Coalition partners, align with IBCM ethical bias standards. Next step, pilot dashboard in upcoming cohort interviews. IBCM ethical bias, as well as governance standards, Industry 5.0, HI revolution. In the age of quantum governance, we don't need more automation. We need activation. Corporate norm, corporate management orbiter mission. IBCM presents prosperity dashboard, HI revolution manifesto. Coalition protocols, IBCM ethical OAS for Gujarat's future. Coalition leader profile, Bhavesh Patel, Managing Director, Opulence Business Solution Private Limited. The purpose and team of 3, Bhavesh Patel, Hitesh Chandal, Jayaramanaya. Programs anchored, Soul University, Developing Ultimate Leadership. Great $10 trillion, driving Gujarat's GSDP. Mission 192, selecting best leaders. Ethical Prosperity Revolution, Gujarat as Industry 5.0 hub. Bhavesh Patel, founder and managing director, Opulence Business Solution Private Limited. Coalition leader for IBCM ethical OAS for Gujarat's future. Executive positioning, Bhavesh Patel stands as the deliverables architect of the Opulence, IBCM, Soul, Matsushita, SALDP coalition with a smart rating of 5. Fully harmonized leadership. He embodies the principles of self-discipline, objectivity, and subject orientation, central to Matsushita's SALDP framework. His unique strength lies in translating ethical governance philosophy into capitalized, branded, and globally benchmarked execution models. Number 3, strategic role in coalition protocols. Operational conductor, designs and executes Coalition protocols for Gujarat's ethical OS, ensuring financial scaffolding and industrial adoption. Global Resource Bank architect positions Gujarat as a dual hub of knowledge banking and investment banking, powered by agentic AI and Industry 5.0 automation. Bridge builder connects industrialists, political leaders, and spiritual figures, including Chief Swami of Akshardham, to harmonize coalition legitimacy and cultural resonance. Outcome driver anchors the $10 trillion GSDP for Gujarat, ambition by identifying and transforming 100,000 industry leaders into $1 billion enterprises through platform ecosystems. Number 4. Coalition programs are anchored. Solar University funding and industry partnerships for leadership incubation. Grit $10 trillion driving Gujarat's GSDP through investment orchestration and global capital infusion. Mission 182 leveraging networks to select and empower Gujarat's best leaders. Ethical Prosperity Revolution operationalizing Gujarat as the Industry 5.0 hub with AI-enabled smart factories and sustainability platforms. Number 5. Professional experience and deliverables. He's got an amazing checklist of various things of his accomplishments. Number 6. Alignment with Matsushita SALDP. Self-actualized leadership development anchors SALDP's principle of disciplined graduates through opulence leadership vertical. Knowledge-based banking extends SALDP's intellectual scaffolding into actionable financial ecosystems. Investment banking and funds management operationalizes prosperity dashboards into measurable capital flows. Industry 5.0 and AI orchestration bridges SALDP's ethical leadership with Gujarat's smart factory revolution. 360 degrees sustainability integrates Panchabhuta rubric into corporate and industrial ecosystems. Number 7, finally, outcome statement. Bhavesh Patel ensures that Gujarat's ethical OS is not merely a philosophical framework, but a funded, branded, and globally benchmarked execution model. As leadership transforms coalition vision into measurable prosperity, positioning Gujarat as the Industry 5.0 hub and Vishwaguru of ethical prosperity. Let's move on with the coalition protocols. IBCM ethical OS for Gujarat's future. Reframing Matsushita's leadership incubation into an Indianized SALDP model with SMART as one operational yardstick and Panchabhuta SVR as another as ethical anchors. This creates a living governance curriculum that produces leaders for Mission 192 while simultaneously driving a great $10 trillion strategy plan. So number 8, Seoul University developing ultimate leadership. Reference models, Matsushita Institute, Japan 1970, transformed into SALDP Self-Actualized Leadership Development Program for India. Troika entanglement, subject students, Roti return on the intangible. Object the curriculum, Panchabhuta ratings. Self disciplined graduates, smart ratings. Smart report framework adapted from Prime Minister Modi's 2014 speech as strict but sensitive, M for modern and mobile, A for alert and accountable, R for reliable and responsive, T for techno-savvy and trained. Application. A foundation course, Smart Baseline Standards. Advanced course, Smart Applied Leadership Metrics. Graduates, Pipeline for Mission 182. Number 9. A grit $10 trillion driving Gujarat's GSDP. CRIM report, Consolidated Review of Ethical Accountability Metrics. FSC report, Fiscal Ethical Co-Responsibility Metrics. SS Governance Framework, Subject Object, Self-Apply to Economic Leadership. Measurement, Panchbhuta Rating System, 6 Stages of Transformation. CRIM report is Corporate Governance, Risk Management, Earnings, Account Quality and Management Quality Reports. Number 10. Mission 182, Selecting Best Leaders. Source pool, Smart Graduates of Seoul University. Selection criteria, Policy Literacy, Alignment with National Initiatives. 2. Ethical Accountability, ROTI, Return on the Intangible. 3. Societal Impact, SVR, Societal Value Redistribution. Number 11. Gujarat's Ethical Prosperity Revolution. Policies. Number 1. Standards aligned with UNCAC, Article 10, Public Reporting, and Article 13, Participation of Society. Practices. Performance ratings via ROTI, Return on the Intangible. People, Society, SVR, Societal Value Redistribution, embedded into curriculum and governance. Outcome, Ethical Prosperity Revolution, Gujarat as Industry 5.0 exemplar. Number 12. India-centric adaptation. Replace Matsushita's Japan-centric categories with India's value system. Advaita, Visishta Advaita principles, ethical blueprints for leadership. Panchbhuta cycles, transformation yardsticks. SALDP curriculum, modernized leadership training. Number 2. Measurement yardsticks, smart reports, curriculum standards. Panchbhuta ratings, transformation stages. ROTI and SVR, societal accountability. 13. A governance model, IBCM role, assist team of 3 for Seoul University in preparing standards, securing policy clearances, and embedding ethical operating system. Coalition activation, triads of policy, practice, and people, entangled into measurable governance outcomes. Transmission, from voluntary adoption to mandatory ethical OS protocols. A SMART report outlined for Seoul University. 1. Foundation course, baseline leadership development. 1. Strict but sensitive. Policy standard, respect for constitutional values, empathy and governance. Practice metrics, case studies on community engagement, conflict resolution. Society benchmark, Panchbhuta rating, sensitivity to environment and society. Number 2. Modern and mobile. Policy standard, adoption of digital governance. Practice metric, digital literacy modules, mobile first leadership exercises. Society benchmark, SVR, equitable access to digital services. Number 3, alert and accountable. Policy standard, transparency aligned with UNCAC Article number 10, public reporting. Practice metric, student-led audits, peer accountability circles. Society benchmark, ROTI, return on the intangible, trust, credibility. Number 4, reliable and responsive. Policy standard, service delivery benchmarks in public administration. Practice metric, simulation of crisis response feedback loops. Society benchmark, Panchbhuta rating, responsiveness to societal needs. Number 5, techno-savvy and train. Policy standard, integration of AI, content governance, Industry 5.0 tools. Practice metric, hands-on labs, ethical AI case studies. Society benchmark, SVR, redistribution of tech-enabled prosperity. Number two is advanced course, Applied Leadership and Governance. One, strict but sensitive. Policy standard, ethical OS adoption across ministries. Practice metric, drafting policy briefs with ethical guardrails. Society benchmark, Panchabhuta rating, balancing strict enforcement with cultural sensitivity. Number two, modern and mobile. Policy standard, smart city governance, industry 5.0 integration. Practice metric, coalition simulation with consultants, tech providers. Society benchmark, SVR, MSME empowerment through mobility solutions. Number three, alert and accountable. Policy standard, real-time governance dashboards. Practice metric, students design accountability ecosystem. ROTI, intellectual value capital plus performance value capital together is intangible value capital. Society benchmark, transparent reporting to civil society. Reliable and responsive. Policy standard, disaster resilience protocols. Practice metric, advanced scenario planning, collision response drills. Society benchmark, Panchabhuta rating, resilience in practice. Number five, techno-savvy and trained. Policy standard, quantum governance frameworks, HACCP of quantum computing. Practice metric, applied projects in AI plus HI organization. Society benchmark, SVR redistribution of digital prosperity to rural and underserved communities. Now let's look into the Matsushita SALDP adaptation framework. MIGM, Matsushita Institute of Government and Management, Japan, a postgraduate leadership institute focused on creating future national leaders, especially in politics, business, and social sectors, grounded in a vision for society. SALDP, Self-Actualized Leadership Development Program, a leadership development framework rooted in Indian philosophy, consciousness, and personal transformation. Let's look into Matsushita Institute of Japan and SALDP Seoul University, India 2025. The dimensions. Number one, ethical foundations. Matsushita, discipline, service to society rooted in post-war ethos. SALDP, Advaita, Dvaita, Visishta Advaita principles, Panchabhuta rating system for ethical transformation. Governance literacy, political economy, law, public policies. SALDP, SOS governance framework, subject object self, governance, smart reports for curriculum standards. Leadership practice, the other dimension, third one. Alumni mentorship, applied governance. For Matsushita, SALDP, ROTI, return on the intangible, accountability ecosystems, collision simulations. Societal engagement, another dimension. Public service ethos, community orientation. For Japan, SALDP, SVR societal value redistribution, MSME empowerment, community projects. That's for societal engagement. Innovation and modernity. Modernization of 1979 era governance by Matsushita. Whereas SALDP looks into Industry 5.0 plus ethical operating system going towards AI plus HI harmonization, quantum governance labs. Outcome. Matsushita, alumni became diet members, cabinet ministers, and whatnot. SALDP, smart graduates. Mission 192, leaders. Gujarat's ethical prosperity revolution. The key takeaways. Continuity. Matsushita's ethos of disciplined leadership is preserved. Transformation. SALDP embeds India's civilizational values, Advaita, Panjabhuta, into modern governance. Measurement. Smart reports, Roti, SVR, and Panjabhuta ratings provide yardsticks for accountability. Outcome. Leaders selected under Mission 182 are not only policy ready, but also ethically anchored and societally accountable. This table positions Seoul University as globally benchmarked Japan, yet civilizational rooter of India. A dual legitimacy that strengthens coalition buy-in. Panjabhuta rating rubric. 6 stages of transformation. This rubric completes the measurement framework. Smart reports define standards. Panjabhuta ratings track transformation. And Roti SVR ensure accountability. In 5 different areas of analytics, the stages. Number 2, element anchor. Number 3, leadership dimension. Assessment focus. Number 4, and measurement tool. Stage 1, prayers. Element anchor, Advaita, superposition. Leadership dimension, stability, rootedness, thought seed. Assessment focus, ethical grounding, respect for constitutional values. Measurement tool, smart, strict but sensitive. Stage 2, sound, idea, conceptualization, awareness. Sound, akasha, space. Flexibility, empathy to realize heartfelt ambition, as per Matsushita. Concept note. Idea starts. Ability to adapt policies to diverse communities. Measurement tools, smart, modern, and mobile. Stage 3, communication. Vayu, yeah, that is element anchor. Leadership dimension, communications draft, responsiveness. To be on the cutting edge of creative innovation, as Matsushita says. Assessment focus, initiative taking, courage in governance. Measurement tools, smart, alert, and accountable. Stage 4, formation, expansion, energy. The element anchor is Agni, fire. Leadership dimension, drive, transformation, learn from all things, as per Mr. Shita. Design document is getting ready. Assessment focus, coalition building, and transparent reporting. Measurement tools, smart, reliable, and responsive. Stage 5, formulation, integration. Uppers, water, the element anchor. Leadership dimension, spirit of independence and self-reliance, as per Mr. Shita. Vision, innovation, curriculum module starts. Industry 5.0 adoption, ethical AI integration, assessment focus. Measurement tool, smart, techno-savvy, and trained. Stage 6, substance of quality, harmony. Synthesis of Panchabhuta, Prithvi, earth. Spirit of gratitude and cooperation, Asashita. Balance, societal value, policy, and syllabus, leadership dimension. Assessment focus, embedding SVR, societal value redistribution, into practice. Measurement tool, Roti plus SVR benchmarks. How it works? Foundation course, students are assessed across stages 1 and 3. 1 to 3. Stability, rootedness, flexibility, empathy, communication, and responsiveness. In advanced course, students progress through stages 4 and 6. Drive, transformation, spirit of independence, self-reliance, spirit of gratitude, cooperation, and harmony. Graduation yardstick, a student must demonstrate balanced Roti ratings across all 6 stages to qualify as a smart graduate. Mission 182 selection, only those with high ratings in stage 6 harmony are shortlisted for leadership roles. Key benefits: India-centric, anchors leadership training in civilizational values, Panchabhuta. Measurable, each stage ties directly to SMART categories, Roti and SVR. Transformative, moves students from ethical awareness to societal harmony. Collision ready, provides clear yardsticks for policy clearance and government alignment. SOS, Subject Object Self Governance Framework. Soul Curriculum. Track of entanglement, subject, object, self. Object is the one which is important in this particular page of creating the curriculum, foundation as well as advanced. The 6 stages of development for identifying each and every category of what is being mentioned for foundation as well as advanced, which I am giving the details as well as per the Matsushita principles, which had been embedded here in the next page. For each and every one of those categories, you got to create the 6 stages of development to create a substance of quality. The 6 stages of development is being mentioned in terms of the Panchabhuta rating system, which you are thinking of, transformative one, from what is there being mentioned in the Matsushita principles, not only the 5 principles, but the individual categories of curriculum which had been already being practiced. Take anyone, each and every one. Go through the process of the metrics, the stages of development. What do you want to do in terms of Kaizen's, how to convert it into Indian context. Then you get an idea, pass on the communication to the persons who are interested with creating a substance of quality. Form a particular team to do that. Any one single one, because it concerns with ministries and whatnot. Then you formulate the policy for that particular chapter, and a substance of quality is being created, which will become the object, the curriculum meant for the subject to go through. That is the intention of this. Number 2, the subject is by SMART report framework. S for strict but sensitive, M for modern and mobile, A for alert and accountable, R for reliable and responsive, and T for techno-savvy and trained. The self-disciplined graduates are the outcome. Those graduates, Matsushita's 5 pledges plus SALDP's systematic measurement criteria, which is equal to a guidance framework for the students. IBCM Ethical OS platform provides the yardsticks, process area by Panchabhuta stages, and resource area by Roti, return on the intangible metrics. Prithvi, yet stage, a substance of quality. Policies, syllabi, UNCAC level documents. Performance rating, individual plus team evaluation, ensuring accountability and collective excellence. Matsushita, SALDP adoption framework, the curriculum. I'm giving here the curriculum as for the Matsushita principles, which had been given for the foundation course, as well as the advanced practical course, second year to fourth year. We may differ on the number of years, the time factors, etc. But in terms, this is what has to be completed within whatever the time frame being taken by SLDP and the Seoul University. Take a look, and we shall revisit it for the purpose of transformation. The return on the intangible, I call it as a God-given formula. The return on the intangible, the destination accountability reached. Here are 5 key points. I discussed the 4th principle of my IPR, IBCM, the return on the intangible, a principle involving action or inaction as a numerator, an intangible energy as a denominator. They reference the Advaita principle and Brahma Sutra, suggesting a progression from the known tangible domain to an unknown transcendental domain. The concept of energy singularity is mentioned as the cause of all causes and the parameter by which the universe is calibrated. I discuss antimatter, suggesting it hasn't disappeared, but it is implanted in every person on the earth. They compare the potential of a human brain's neural activity to the number of stars in the Milky Way, emphasizing the common intangible denominator among all the people. Written on the intangible is action or inaction in the numerator, and intangible the denominator, intangible being a common factor for everybody, whether he's a nuclear scientist or a janitor. So you have 1 or 0 in the numerator or 1 at the denominator. You get the binary value for each and every action, and each and every inaction. So I'm giving the chart for a student name as a sample and what will happen. The smart category and score 1. That is where you curriculum you have to get that as a process block. That becomes the standard. How the student reacts to it, how they learn, how they are being monitored, how they are being rated by both the system. So Panchabhuta rating system comes for the object, how the curriculum standard are being set. And the ROTI, return on the intangible, comes for the students, how they react to it, how they have accomplished what had been set as a standard. I'm giving here the scoring framework. Smart categories 1 to 5 scale, ROTI, APP, effort per person. 1 needs significant improvement. 3, competent baseline. Number 5 is exemplary performance. Panchabhuta stages 1 to 5 scale. 1, thought seed. Number 3, drive transformation. Learn from all things. As Mr. Shida says, a design document. Number 5 means fully harmonized leadership. Dashboard outcome. Foundation course, students must achieve greater than or equal to number 3 in stages 1 to 3. Stability, rootedness, flexibility, empathy, communication, responsiveness, energy, drive, and transformation. Advanced course, students must achieve greater than 4 in stages 4 to 6. Spirit of independence and self-reliance, expansion, integration, spirit of gratitude, and cooperation, leading towards harmony. Mission 183 eligibility. Only students with stages 6 greater than 4 and overall SMART average of greater than 4 or shortlisted. This sheet can be replicated for each student, producing a cohort dashboard that shows the readiness levels, strengths, and areas of improvement. It ties directly into Collision's ROTI, return on the intangible, and SVR, the societal value redistribution metrics. As a glossary of some of the items which I have been gone through in the last about few pages. Take a look. Any doubts or any clarification, you're welcome to me.